Hi, everybody. I'm Helen Maldonado with NIA Professionals in Katy Fulsher Memorial and our new group, NIA X West Professionals. I am here today with one of our NIA Professionals Fulsher group members, Christina King. I'm so glad to have you here. She is the owner and physical therapist for Viva 3 Physical Therapy. So would you please share with our audience a little bit about you and Viva 3?
Yes. So I'm Christina King. As she said, I'm a physical therapist originally from Oklahoma, but I've actually been here almost longer than growing up in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Now.
That's great.
So I've always practiced physical therapy as long as I've been in Texas in a variety of settings. But my new-ish company, Viva 3 Physical Therapy, we've been around since 2023.
I love it.
And we focus on orthopedic, which is kind of your joint pain, back pain, that sort of stuff. But we also have a love for, neurological disorders and helping women pre and postpartum. So women's health. So we have some other niche areas. So we can talk about that. But that's kind of generally about the business. And we're serving the Katy, Fulsher, Richmond side of the town. So.
Okay. Well, you do so much more than just, everybody thinks, you only go to PT when you've had surgery and you're recovering, right? But there are so many other reasons to go. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
So not only is it post-surgical, like you said, but we also, we love to help people who are trying to get back to doing what they love, whether they stopped running because they had pain, whether maybe sometimes a lot of our clients, they've been on weight loss medications, they've lost a lot of their muscle mass, they've uncovered things like orthopedic conditions that, when they were less active, they didn't have to deal with. And so those kind of things are other areas that we love to do. So, yeah.
I wanted to ask also, because there's a couple questions I'm going to ask you because I want our audience to know, but brain injuries that's something that not all PT studios specialize in, but you do.
Yes. So I actually, I spent about 7 years of my career specifically working in brain injury rehab. And so my clinic currently, it's set up more like a gym space. So think those clients who, they want to get back to working out or they want to get back to their active jobs, but maybe they don't have the balance for it. And sometimes those traditional sports medicine places don't really have that niche. They don't have that expertise, but we're the kind of people that we're going to look for and treat the deficits, not just like learn how to compensate for them, but actually learn how to walk normally, how to, like I said, get back to the gym or get back to being able to walk around your house and get around in the community or get you back to pickleball or whatever you're that's the
weekend thing. Or the weekend warrior,
exactly,
hiking and climbing and all of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask this one thing. So I'm sure some of you out there have a kiddo that has broken an arm or a leg and it's miserable because it's itchy and they're sticking coat hangers down there to scratch it. Tell us about what you have coming out.
So my newest, yes, exactly. So my newest offering that we're going to be having at Viva 3 Physical Therapy is 3D printed casts.
So cool.
So they are waterproof. They're so much easier when it's hot and they're sweaty. They actually can be removable and put back on. So for example, if you have to go get an x-ray, you got to cut the cast off, put it back on. That's
my God,
scary.
Yeah.
A lot of kids don't like the cast saw, nor would I.
I wouldn't either. Putting the saw blade right next to your
Exactly.
No.
And I've been on both sides. I used to do casting the old way where I had to cut them off. And so when I came across this for my own sons, I jumped on the opportunity to be able to get them this kind of cast. And I tell you what, anywhere you go, people say, what is that? And where did you get it?
Right. Because everybody wants one too.
Yes.
So you're going to be like the only one that has that in the entire Houston area.
Yes.
And Houston's huge, y'all.
Yes.
So make sure. Can you tell everybody how they can reach you?
Sure. So our clinic is located at 1463, FM 1463 and FM 1093. So they're free to come by. We're open traditional hours 8 to 5 with a couple bookends, kind of like 7 a.m.s and 5 p.m.s, but by appointment. So come by during our regular business hours 8 to 5 or call us at 979-464-5000.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to have you. And I can't wait to learn more about this cast. That's so incredible. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause here and grab the cast.
So
Okay, since this is like really up and coming and nobody else has it, will you show it to our audience?
Sure, of course. So your traditional casts, they're going to be kind of like this. This is actually an elbow cast, elbow and forearm. And so those have to be, again, cut off. They're not, This one, luckily he only wore this one night until I got him the actual 3D printed cast.
Yay.
So it's not super stinky, but if it, were a real
otherwise
cast,
I
would totally throw it away. So, and then this is an example of an ankle. We considered an ankle foot orthosis, like an orthosis or a splint. But this is the 3D printed material. Now we would just choose whether we need to completely, zip tie that shut because, that person is liable to take it off themselves, or whether we would use zip ties. We do use a little bit of a different balancing mechanism on the top, on the bottom. Because this is a little bit tricky. We found that when we were working with this type of cast. So they do it a little bit differently, but you can see it allows the foot to breathe. It's custom molded, within millimeters of.
So ladies, your pedicure will still show.
It'll still show. I
love it.
And we can also account for swelling in these too. That's another
question
that we have. So especially when people have a long course of having to wear this, if they have to have surgery or something like that, then this is a great option so that they don't have to pay for multiple casts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
What are you most excited about coming into NIA?
Oh, I'm so excited about just meeting other professionals in the field. I think that us as healthcare providers, we are not really trained to do networking and marketing. It's not our spiel. So I have to remind myself it's really about education. So I think that's what I want to learn more and be able to draw off of other professionals, not just in my field, but how do I make the general public more aware of what physical therapy can do? And it's such a broad field. So
it is. And there's a lot of physical therapists. That's kind of a trend right now in education.
It is.
There's a lot of them, but there's not a lot of them that do all the things that you do. Sure. I mean, as I've gotten to know you over the years now, I'm like, I learn more every time I talk to you. I'm fascinated by it, and you're innovative, and just this is so cool. I can't wait to see that just fly.
And at the root of physical therapy, it's really about getting people able to move better and with less pain. Yeah. So, I mean, I tell people all the time, they say, well, what do you do? I say, well, I make you move better. That's what we want to do. We're the movement specialists. And so
there you go.
Movement specialist.
There's the tagline.
We're the movement specialists. So we want you to come to us if you're having pain or difficulty moving, or if you say, oh, I can't get off the floor. I haven't been able to do that in years. Well, come see us. Right?
And you don't have to have a referral from a doctor to come see you.
In many cases, you don't. So if you call our office, we'll be able to walk you through that a little bit better. But most, at least in the state of Texas, you can come to a physical therapist to be evaluated without a referral. Okay. And we'll screen and see if they need to go to a doctor, because sometimes we do actually need you to go and get an x-ray or something like that. But for the most part, we have a great clinic. A lot of people in the Katy and Fulshire, Richmond area, they come to us because they want to know, am I a good candidate for physical therapy? Yeah. So just reach out to us and we'll be happy to help.
Yay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you in our group. I'm so excited for you. We've known each other for a couple of years and finally had the right timing. So I'm so happy. And guys, we'll be seeing you next